are all set for the UEFA Champions League semi-finals this season as we prepare for the fixture which comes off this week between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. We have Dortmund facing off PSG as well, and those are very interesting matches that we are looking forward to. Of all the odds and expectations this season, one thing you can be very much certain of is that we will have a new winner this season as Real Madrid knocked out the reigning champions Manchester City. Now, the farmers and the boys in the league have been already knocked out, and what we have are the best teams in Europe this season, and we expect nothing but the best of matches. Today we bring you a preview of these matches, and to do that I have here with me Bruno and Chichi. And so without wasting much time, let's quickly jump into action. Right. So on this note, if you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. It's Pro Sport Analysis on YouTube, and we'll welcome you into this wonderful family of amazing football fans. So starting off with the match between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, this is what you will call an European classic. It's been a match that has reigned over the course of the Champions League. They've had several fixtures, and there's been a lot of rivalry within the two as well. Even Madrid fans nicknaming Bayern Munich squad as La Bestia Negra, or Black Beast, describing them as their most dreaded enemies. Now, it's been a long time since these teams had a very fierce encounter. I think it goes way back to around 2017, and coming into this one, there's a lot to look out for, loads of information on this fixture as we go to our pundit. So let me start with you, Chichi. What are your expectations in this one?
Well, even before these semi-finals, when Manchester City were being paired to Real Madrid, we all said that whoever qualifies to the next stage has the possibility of winning the Champions League final. And now we have Real Madrid qualifying to the next stage. So basically, we are all hoping that Real Madrid wins the Champions League trophy.
Wow.
But coming to this game, like you said, it's an European Air Clasico.
Okay.
Because these two teams in Europe, they've met 26 times. Yes. And in all competition, they've met, I think, 35 in all competition.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of the big and rivalry matches that we witnessed on Tuesday.
Right. So that is the biggest, and that is what UEFA expects to really cash in big on. I mean, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, it was a very entertaining fixture back in the day when we had Ronaldo, in the Madrid lineup, and the very good talent in Bayern Munich as well. I think Lewandowski was there back in the day as well, and it was a very entertaining fixture. Going into this one, what are some of your expectations?
All right, so thank you very much once again.
Yeah.
So as you're all expecting, on Tuesday, Bayern will be facing off with Real Madrid. We all saw how Real Madrid were able to qualify to the semi-finals. After their first match with Manchester City ended in a 3-3 draw. We were all expecting City could have taken advantage of the first draw and walk over Real Madrid. But Champions League mostly is about character. If you have the character, you are able to sail through. So Madrid showed character as Etihad, and they were able to knock out Manchester City. So now going in against Bayern Munich, it is going to be a very tough match. Even though this season we all saw how Bayern Munich has been struggling with form. Even in their own home, they are losing a lot of matches. That's why they lost the Bundesliga to Leverkusen this season. So this match, it is not going to be an easy match. This is Champions League. It is not a normal league match. Both teams have played in this level before, but character will show the difference. So let's all expect what will happen on Tuesday. Despite the fact that I'm hoping Real Madrid carry the day.
Wow. So yes, Bayern Munich are looking at a trophyless season. That is the last time they did that was 2012, which is way back, and a trophyless season is something that no team will want to do, especially for a team as big as Bayern Munich, and for the fan base and everything. They will really want to secure something, and especially for the coach as well. I mean, if you are leaving, then you have to leave on the high note, and they want to do that. But that is a bit of the positive motivation that Bayern Munich can draw from. If Bayern Munich, I suppose, or will be able to win this fixture, then what will be the advantage for them?
If Bayern want to qualify in this game to the final, then it means they have a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
Because if you take the Champions League, for example, Madrid and Bayern have made 26 times, like I said,
Yeah.
and Bayern has won 11 times, Madrid have won 12 times,
Okay.
and the rest has been drawn.
Okay.
And in all competition too, Madrid they played 35 matches, and Madrid is leading the most runs in the 35 matches.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
means that whenever Bayern is playing against Madrid, they find it very difficult to win the match against Madrid, especially in the Champions League. Madrid
Yeah.
has won more Champions League games, or has knocked out more Champions League games. He has knocked Bayern out in more Champions League
Okay.
games. So if Bayern
Okay.
should qualify, then it means one, we are not really having a good season this season. They are not really performing like we know
them, yeah.
But if they want to qualify, they have a lot of work to do. Maybe they should pray luck will also be on their side, because this Madrid team that is going now that they are the semi-final. Now that Madrid are in the semi-finals, they will probably do everything in their favor to qualify to the finals. So it will be a very tough game for Bayern. They have to do a lot of work practically. Their players should also have the ability and confidence in attacking or meeting them, because Madrid will not go to Germany and relax today. They are all going there to get a win, so that at Bernabeu it will be simple for them to qualify from that stage.
Yeah, and with Bayern, their home is a fortress in that of the last 27 semi-final matches that they've played there, they've actually lost only 3 of those. But this is a Madrid side that has already progressed to through the semi-finals, to the semi-finals of the competition for 4 times in a row. Okay, so this is a side that is really wanting to clinch onto the trophy, and it's not been too long since they lifted the trophy. And this year, of the teams that are left in the competition, we could say that indeed they are the favorite, isn't it?
Sure. Real Madrid, as you rightly said, is the favorite. Looking at the teams that are left in the Champions League, the only team that can challenge them as it stands right now is Bayern Munich, because PSG, their performance hasn't been
Very
so good for me.
Yeah.
But because of character and 1 or 2 stars went for them, they were able to reach where they have reached. So if Real Madrid is able to knock out the Bayern Munich, obviously they will lift the trophy. And when you look at both teams, you realize Real Madrid, when you look at their defense, the defense has been very compact. They don't really concede goals that much. Unlike Bayern Munich, which this season has conceived a lot of goals. But let's all look at let's all expect what to come out from this match.
Right. So yes, it is indeed a very mouth-watering fixture by all standards, and this season we will want to see. This is more like a final before final, as we said in our previous video. The flank that Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are, those are the favorites. And even the match between Manchester City and Real Madrid was actually more like a final, as you could tell, if you compare to the rest of the other fixtures. And so coming into this one, we expect a similar performance in, Bayern Munich. Their match against Arsenal didn't really show off the Bayern Munich that we know, or the Bayern Munich that can actually knock out this Real Madrid. But let's see how things goes. We also have some interesting talents in there that, going into this one, we'll be expecting that they will be able to show up and, make their name in the day. So we have a Hurricane on the Bayern Munich side, who is never won any competitive trophy yet, and will be hoping to use this opportunity to actually do that. 3 matches to go. Do you think Hurricane can do the magic?
Yeah, I'm sure he can do that, because currently he's having 7 goals, 3 assists in the Champions League.
Okay, yeah.
And he's on form.
Yeah.
Again, we know he's always proving us that he's the striker that we have always known.
Yeah.
He's good. So at that match, if Bayern can have a good form, can be confident enough, and everything going on well on their side, at least why not? They can score Madrid and also progress to it. You've done it before, so scoring Madrid won't be anything surprising for me.
Right, but do the Bayern team hold, I mean, a good team in terms of players and the technicality of the game?
They also have a good team.
Okay.
If we are to mark players, they can match some of their players to Madrid players. We have gnabry there, we have Sane there, we have Hurricane there, we have UCL there, we have Kim. So if you are marking players to players, you could see that any player that you mentioned in the Madrid squad, you could get some for you at the Bayern
side as
well.
So
player to player, it will be a good game.
Yeah.
People, most of them trying to show us that, I'm vinicius. This one, I'm Hurricane. So it will be a great game. So let's see how it goes.
Wow. So we are talking about 2 started sides, in both Madrid and Bayern Munich. If you take the Bayern Munich right from the keeper Neuer to their striker Hurricane, you could tell that this is indeed, how do you call it, a top side. I mean, with all the top players that you could gather with Sane and gnabry all in there, Kimmich as well. I mean, it's a wonderful squad. If you are talking about only squad, then of course it will be a very tight competition. But this season we've not really seen that in the Bayern side, as they are having a very bad season overall. But this is the Champions League, and sometimes you can't use the performance in the league as a yardstick for the UCL. So moving on from there, I mean, let's talk about the coaches. We have Tuchel in here for Bayern, and he won the 2021 Champions League, so this is no strange tale for him. I mean, he's been at this level of the competition before, and at the time he knocked out Real Madrid at the semis, and then took the trophy against Man City. So that was a very tight one as well, but he was able to do the job and progress to lift the trophy. Can we say same this time around, or Ancelotti, whom we know has won the most UCL titles, will do the magic?
Alright, so as you said, Thomas Tuchel this season, the expectation that Bayern Munich had before they brought him, I would say, hasn't been met.
Okay.
That is why you see there has been some conflict between management and Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
But you said he did it with Chelsea.
He did it with Chelsea, yeah.
Yes, he did that. But when you realize the situation at Chelsea before he came, there was some kind of management issues whereby the players themselves want the coach out.
Okay.
The previous coach out. So when Thomas Tuchel came into the picture, the players got motivated. It's like their request has been answered.
Okay.
So they put themselves into the games. They were committed, were determined to win the trophy. But this is a Real Madrid team that Ancelotti has been with them for so long, has won a lot of trophies with them, and their players themselves are, kind of players who are determined, high level motivation. So despite the fact that I said, can we do it with Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
The answer here is, you are meeting a different team. This is Real Madrid.
This is Real Madrid, yeah.
And it's a game of football. Despite everything can happen, but Madrid, anytime they read this semis, the players, they are so determined. They want to win the trophy, the ultimate.
Yeah.
So despite the fact that he can do it with Bayern Munich, it will be a very difficult one for him.
For him, okay.
But let's see.
Right. So the challenge is that big for Bayern Munich, but of course the fixture itself is very big, and at this stage of the competition we expect nothing but the best, like I said earlier. So we are expecting a lot from this fixture in terms of goals, in terms of individual duels, we like tactics, a lot actually. So quickly we want to hear from our pundit their predictions into the game and some of the players to start up and all of that. So let me start with you, Chichi.
Okay, so if you are a bet taker and maybe you want to bet on a game like this, I will predict an overs goals for you.
Okay.
It's either 3 or 4 goals,
Okay.
or even more than 4 goals.
All right.
Because when Madrid and Bayern meet, most often a lot of goals come into the game.
Okay.
Sometimes sometimes the game even ends at 4-4 or 4-3.
Okay.
So if you want to stick against, or if you want to bet on a game like this, you just have to play for goals.
Right.
For the players, like I said, player to player, you can bring any Madrid player that a Bayern player to match directly to him.
Yeah.
So the players, we are just hoping that you have a good day and you have a good time at that stage.
Okay.
Because at a stage like this, semi-final stage like this, sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy, especially when you are playing home first. For Bayern, it won't be easy for them, because right now how things are going, because they are not using the away goals. What favors the team is that when he's playing away, he has more confidence of qualifying. Because when he goes there and even have a draw, it means he has to do everything in his power at his own to qualify. So that's how it goes.
Right. So, Chichi predicting loads of goals in this one. You could go as high as 4-3, and of course, if you are going in for that, then you can as well go for more goals, and of course, that will win you what you want to win. So let's hear from Bruno as well, his predictions for the match.
All right. So thank you very much. So as my colleagues rightly said, he's going for a lot of goals. That is fine, because when you realize both teams, they play kind of attacking football.
Exactly.
They have both sides have a very sharp front line. Look at Bayern Munich, they have Hurricane, Sane, Musiala, very clinical. Unlike when you look at Madrid, they have Rodrygo, Vinicius, Bellingham. But this match is a match that they are just a step away from the final. So both sides will be very disciplined, very tactical. So I'm not seeing a lot of goals in this match.
Okay.
I'm seeing probably a slight, maybe a 2-1 win for Madrid or a 1-0 win for Real Madrid.
Okay. All right. So Bruno going in for a slim lead for Madrid. And of course, like we said, this is a top match, and we will expect a masterclass display of talent, of tactics, and everything. And in the end, let's see which team is able to come up on top in the first leg and the second leg. So we'll come back to you with a review of the match when it is played. But for now, well, let's look out for what happens. Right. So